Well, hello people, you're there. Welcome to this from bronze to silver stream. Well, at least I hope. Oh, well, as opposed to my previous stream, this time the rankings seem to have decided they would update. So let's start with that. The obvious thing I should be doing now is improve my moves at least a bit. So let's reorder the stacks so I can keep the to-do stuff in the bottom. I still need to do those, and I'm going to be currently working on better move tactics. So yes, this is the part where I implement a floodfill. Because that's an obvious better heuristic to how I move than just pick a direction, not even at random. So how are we going to do this? Look around for a possible move. So the reachable destinations are the destinations around me. And what I'm going to do around here, the possible destinations are the ones around me that are not an island. And here the selected destination, now instead of being just the first one, we are going to rank them. So I forgot what type the possible destination things had. It's a list of heading position. So what I'm going to want to do with those possible destinations is rank them. Destination is really a bad word because it's just a heading. So we're going to want something here that's a list of heading with, say, an integer. And that integer is going to be the connects size of the graph of the zone from there. So it's literally be another BFS. No, actually DFS is fine here. Just for the pleasure of implementing the other one. So this is going to be how we're going to do this heading. Reaches a position. So we're just going to be mapping second, fill, or just flood, because flooding an ocean is kind of fun in its own right. Which means I'm going to need a flood function. What's wrong here? Couldn't match, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I need to map it to something. I need this. This is my ranking function, and I also need to do something intelligent with it. So the first intelligent thing to do with it would be to move there. So that's going to be the selected heading is going to be like literally the maximum. Or let's just sort them. What do I want to do at this time of the night? I am gonna want to check if I can actually end up with an empty list here. This can happen. Why not 2 nights here in the move? Yeah, it's still a maybe here. Heaven is an interesting silence move, so I get so selected destination. Oh, so actually this isn't even used anymore. Oh yes it is for the move action. Why do I have all of that? That's just remnants of former code. Oh, so I'm only silencing if I have a move action. That doesn't make sense. There's no need for that. I can silence even when I'm out of moves, and it's strictly better. So I still need my flood function, and I'm gonna have a bit of a cleanup to do here. I'm still applying silence by 0, so I don't need to do anything too funky to manage the state here. So I have my ranked destinations, which I'm directly gonna sort. Do I have sort on in this antique? Haskell. Oh, I do. Okay. So sort on down SMD, which is the ranking I have. And I still need to define this flood function. Let's not push it back too much. I'm going to put it next to the BFS here. So flood position to integer, I'm going to need an archipelago of places I'm not allowed to go anymore. That's kind of the whole point. I'm going to have to add it. I forgot how I called this thing. Trail, yeah. So flood trail first position is equal, so this is going to be a DFS, but don't tell anyone. DFS with an empty starting closed set, starting in P0, and well, that's it actually. So DFS, so let's do things intelligently this time. The ending case is we have nothing left to go to do that. This is really writing it again for the sake of not doing the exact same thing I have 2 lines above. Well, except I don't have to filter lengths anymore, so yeah, it's really going to be a lot more simple. We have a head and a tail position, and it is going to be so the neighbors and the tail, the new closed set is CL prime, and the new head and tail is this, and all I gotta do is define those. So the new closed set is H inside of CL. Yes, I am gonna want to skip when it's already reached. That's kind of the basis. So FS closed set and tail. And what else? Then list of neighbors from a given position, which is currently called H, is going to be yet again a combination of move and movable. So we map maybe move to, well, we map maybe move H to all headings, and we filter those that are movable within the current trail. This is starting to feel like a common pattern. What am I missing here? I need an int. Yeah, that's just the length of wherever you can go there. I should remove my current location, but we do not. Well, my current location. We do not want to do that because it's not going to change anything. The comparisons are going to be the same. So second flood needs to have the trail, and it is important that I get the updated trail so I do not come directly back where I came from. Okay, this is done. Why did my ranking tank again? Well, it's stable in the middle. That's kind of gonna be good enough. And now I'm expecting to actually see different behaviors. It's been some time. Wow, no, he's trigger happy. Yeah, well, in a way, so am I. Ow, that hurt. Come on, give me something else. That's better. Able to win against the boss. With a stupid starting location, I really am starting to wonder. My opponent detection is kind of ridiculously bad. Probably leftover bugs inside. I'm really shooting in stupid places all the time. How could that be the best? Whoa, 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 wait. How? Yeah. How can you tell me you prefer to go there with 15 as opposed to here? This is going to need a bit of tracing. Where's my list here? Yeah, so oh wait, that's just because I'm not using it yet. I'm with my old behavior. Selected destination is used here. What is it used for? Yeah, okay, and selected heading. Okay, so selected destination is instead going to be, oh, so I still need, do I really need that? Why do I need to keep the actual coordinates, which would be the selected dest? Why am I keeping that? My new position. Oh, it's just to be strict. In which, yeah, well, with a silence 0, this is really unwarranted. So let's comment this out, which I'm trying not to do too much. But really, my new position is, do I even use this? Yes, I do. Okay. So my new position I am going to define, but it's just going to be move. Oh, so this one has to exist. So this is somewhere I am going to have to be a bit more careful about when I touch it again. So my new position for now is simply move from my path with the selected destination. This can unfortunately really crash if there isn't one anymore, so no, I cannot do that. How did this manage to work ever? So yeah, this is bad, but right now I want quick results, so my new position is going to be this if there is one. So selected heading, and if there isn't, it's gonna be just my current position. So just don't move. So selected heading, I'm gonna have this one can't. Yeah, well, just bind. And now I would have to actually use, so select the destination, I suppose I'm not using anymore, no, only in the comments. So this one is out, and selected heading is now going to be the first of list 2 maybe of ranked lists. So, okay, now I'm using it. Yeah, that ought to be much better. Still winning, that's good news in itself. He's as trigger happy as ever. Well, he's currently still kind of better, so this is now. Well, I'm making fun of him for being trigger happy, but so this is where I check. I am still going in the wrong place. That's no, 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 you do not. Ah, where am I here? Why are you doing this? So well, let's just trace it, because so turn 261. Zero, zero, zero. That is not a very interesting result. Okay, so where's the stupid bug there? Yeah, the bug is that I'm not returning the current position, so it's really not changing anything. And I'm not using it, so all I'm doing is really exercising the garbage collector for no good reason, but this is only temporary. And now I lose. Let's hope at least I get a different match. Well, a longer one. My shooting is really ridiculous. probably have one of those bugs again, but at least I'm picking the correct direction now, so this is submittable. Did I just beat Jesus? That's kind of unexpected. Well, that's not a Grand Slam either. Well, while this lags along, I'm gonna try and understand why my torpedoing is so ridiculous. Because honestly, so we start. Okay, he starts in the middle. Well, he's actually not bad at not giving too much information. Right now, I've got a rather big range of places he could be. He could be around the quadrant 3, 9, 8, 4, 5. Yeah, for now, I don't know much. This is getting impossible to fit in 6 anymore, but it wasn't. Whereas me, I could be, as far as he knows, here, or the same in 8, or the same in 9. So right now, I'm going to assume he has no way of knowing where I am. Whereas could this fit in 9? Yeah, I think it still could, but barely. And not anymore. So now I think I should know the 3 cells where he is. Why am I shooting there? He cannot be there. He absolutely cannot. Well, I'm gonna need to trace a bit of that. How's the bells going? I have no idea where I'm ranking. This really isn't too good. So what could my torpedo bug be? It's a knowledge management one. So let's take a look at it again. How does my knowledge management work for now? Opponent signals applied and opponent cover. Let's try and trace that opponent cover. which I am using, yeah. So yeah, trace. I want to know. No, wrong window here. So calm down. Where are we? Yeah, well, I kind of want to know the length of it too. Ah, so he's using silence all the time. Okay, this is why I'm having such a hard time pinning him. Okay, good for him. And since I'm still not doing anything intelligent with that, yeah, well, I am gonna work on my knowledge management again. Yeah, so indeed, fair and square, I can live with that. I am indeed not doing enough work to locate him for now. Well, that's bad. I named the stream from bronze to silver. I'm gonna have to do more work to reach silver. What was the next quick win? Using his torpedo actions to locate him. That's something. Yeah, this one is stateless input management, so we can do it. So the thing we have in the input information is the opponent orders. What we can do about them, we get the orders. If one of those is torpedo, we are going to restrict the opponent cover to being at a distance of 4 with regard to the target, and that's going to help reducing very much. So how am I going to do this? So apply opponent signals. Yes, keep doing this. But also, if there is a torpedo signal among them, keep it and create a set out of it. So yeah, well, I don't have a perfect signal representation yet. And this is actually some place where Haskell could shine if I could wrap my head around it properly, but it's too late for any of that now. So opponent torpedo is find of some kind of this torpedo among the opponent orders. Right, once I get this, so this would be maybe pass, right? No, wait, what's the error? Signal pass, maybe signal. Oh, right. So if if I have a torpedo, so it's gonna be more like torpedo target of the opponent orders. Signal to bool. Yeah, I don't want to find. I want some form of a map, maybe. List, maybe. Map, maybe. Let's map, maybe. So it's gonna be a list of pass. Well, actually a 0 or 1 pass. And now I get the correct signature for this. So let's go and define this. This is in the signal section. Signal, here we are. So is move is surface, and we now have a torpedo target. That is equal when we are on a torpedo P to P, and in any other case equals nothing. Yeah, just P here. Okay, got this. Now, where to torpedo target? Yeah, this was in knowledge management. So open torpedo. Got a list of pass, which is 0 or 1. Now if I get one, I'm going to map the torpedo BFS to it. So that's gonna be like BFS arch or archipelago. Full name, I don't remember. Let's see it again. Yeah, full name. Apply it to that. So the type signature is now gonna be a set of pass. No, a list of set of pass. Since there's only 0 or 1, I can definitely union them. Can I union with 0? Yeah, I think I do. Let me check the docs for this. Wow, there are many more than I'm used to. What happened? Data set, I'll get to this later on. So I want some kind of a full, no, not the generic full, I want the unions or intersection thing. Unions, yes. And a foldable structure. Wow, this is probably not as generic in the arcane GHC we got here. So fold down union empty, yes. Yeah, and we have it for union and not for difference, which makes sense because we do not have that definite monoid for intersection, so we'll use unions. Something like this, and this is going to be a map, even though we're only going to have one. Yeah, that's a lot of much ado for not that much, but now we've got this, we can intersect it. No, that will not do. That will not do at all. No, none of that. The way we want it, we're gonna keep the list. We're gonna keep the list, and so that's the opponent's base cover, and we're gonna refine it with a fold. So we're going to fold the intersection with all of the opponent torpedo ranges we might have, which is 0 or 1, but I want to keep it. So fold intersection, starting with the opponent base cover and with all of the opponent. No, that was an opponent torpedo. I'm going to change this name. It's the opponent. Opponent torpedo origin range. Yeah, well, okay, opponent torpedo is fine. This is not a set of paths anymore. It's a list of a single set of paths. Non-exhaustive match. What am I missing here? Oh, should have an error here. Let's add it. So anything else? Didn't I used to have this? Did I erase it by accident? So this is going to be left of apply silence. Yes, this is currently unused. That's correct. This, yes, this too, this too. All right. Yeah, well, that's reasonably good enough for now. How does this do? Well, okay, may not beat him, but at least my opponent cover is now on average a lot smaller than used to, and that's a net win. And this is a direct win. Okay, so I am able to beat him. Well, I already was, but now let's see how this fares against the meta. Still not the slam I'd like. Well, that is a lot better. Let's see if I ought to commit anything right now. So get diff again. I forgot to commit the change that didn't change enough. Okay, so this is going to be one of those commits I hate. That does two things at the time, but I'm not going to play half patch. Oh, too many losses. Come on, what's going on now? Well, at least tell me it's losses against the top 3 who are already going to pass. Give me your ranking. Give me ranking, please. This is not an appropriate ranking considering my past win rate. Ow, bad streak. Very bad streak. This had started better. Had a few wins, should not be that down. I'm fighting against the bottom of the rankings, which is just people like me who submitted and have not moved. I suppose I just should submit again. Nah, that's just 254. 20 better than the bottom. It's not too likely. Or did I really make my code this much worse? Still going down, but he's still fighting against the same old pack. Oh no, start going up again. Hmm. So, still fighting against the bottom. Yeah, just submit again and get a better streak. And still lose a lot again. Oh well. So maybe I am gonna need to have a trial run against the other one. The one with no floodfill. Where would that be? Or with floodfill but no opponent torpedo management. That would be this one. No, it's not that much better. They're really not that much better. Or is it 90? Nothing very convincing around here. And I'm too tired to start doing match analysis, so I'm gonna put the supposedly smart code back. Wow, very bad. Just do that again. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, come on. All this. This is much better. That's so sensitive. Oh, here's Jesus again. Well, he can walk on water. That's cheating. Yeah, well, that ranks a lot better, doesn't it? So it's just a matter of submitting again until I get lucky. What a shame. Ooh, I know I'm not so lucky anymore. Let's look at a loss. I am way too trigger happy. One thing I'm noticing is I'm never silencing anymore. Why am I not silencing anymore? I'm not silencing because I always think I can reach him, so I should really tone that down a bit. and investigate. So my current policy is shoot a torpedo if I have an interesting torpedo destination. What's an interesting torpedo destination? It's one that gets in the cover, but the cover is way too large at the beginning. So the other thing I could work on is the actual explosion ranges. The fact I'm never silencing anymore makes predicting my position much easier. So what I should be doing right immediately is reducing the notion of interesting torpedo destination to some kind of a threshold like 9, like less than 10. Oh, but I am winning a bit more now. Well, okay. Torpedo action, so we have one or we do not. I am guarding. Against the fact of having enough torpedo cooldowns or not. And now I do want to additionally be guarding. There are two things I'm remembering. It's first the fact I'm not doing anything smart with the charge and shoot operation. And the thing I was currently thinking about, so well, yeah, I'll clean up this tomorrow, which means never. But I do want to remember what power am I charging. Yes, if my torpedo is fully charged, no, is not fully charged, I'm charging torpedo. I also am charging silence for now. Okay, which means I can shoot a torpedo either when the cooldown is 1 or when it's 0. Oh, that's already what I was doing. Huh. Okay, so that's have enough power, and I'm gonna have to add something here to reduce the trigger happiness. So I think the reasonable thing would be the opponent cover is small enough, or maybe, well, yes, no, exactly that, the opponent cover is small enough. This is where there would be a bit more interesting stuff to do with checking whether or not I hit him. But okay, we'll start slow. So if the size of the opponent cover is less than, find interesting value here. I have no idea what's the size of the torpedo range. Let's start with that and we'll see later on. So torpedo range, oh, that's a bit big. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squared plus 4 squared, which is like 41, but that's a bit much. Let's just sell 40 for now. And just we'll see if that actually changes anything observable. Which would be enough for me at this time of the night. Oh my, it's much later, so it's a bit of time. So I'm beating the boss now, again, on first try. And now I'm having a lot more silence operations. That's much better, huh? Let's try it again on a different map. Oh, double defeat. Now he wins. Go faster, please. Oh, you're quite fast already. Ooh, well, that was a really bad one for me. Trying again. Still a loss. Well, I shot him a lot more. So let's say it could have worked. Still losing. Well, let's at least see what it gives. Yeah, it's always not ridiculous, but never good enough. There's the stabilization, yeah, so not really exceptional. Oh, and this one won. How did this one do? I'll be submitting anyways, so let's do it. But do watch the rest of this match. Yeah, shot him. Okay. So how's this? Wow, crazy bad start. Like I'd actually want to submit again after that. Well, let's give the fine algorithm a chance. Yeah, better now. And let's hope I'm gonna get an accurate ranking sometime soon. No, you cannot be that low. Get better. Well, bad start, but it's catching up. Let's hope it can keep up. Please update rankings. No, that was a fast defeat. How did that go? Oh, lost it. Update rankings, please. Wake up, coding game. Oh, freezing my system again. Like Firefox leaking memory all over again. Ranking 161, that's kind of a lot worse than before, but then again it had a very shabby start. Question is, can it recover? I suppose not. Just come again. Give me a better start. Like this, yes, this is what I'm talking about. Much better. Yeah, I never know how up to date that list is. So what's the score? 29, 27. Yeah, that's a lot more. But then again, could you update, please? Is it better if I refresh the entire page? Oh, it is rank 22. That's much better. I should do that more often. So what's my score? Okay, keep at it. Yeah, well, some victories, some defeats. Still kind of hard to tell. I do have something still a bit stupid around here. I think that I'm currently still shooting at the furthest away position. Well, this could be better. Oh, but I'm gonna be too tired for that. But yeah, the general idea for now is that I'm shooting at the furthest position I think the opponent possibly could be, which had the intent at the time of writing of giving him more damage than I would suffer. But I should really take into account the fact that I probably do not know where he is and could damage myself more than I'm gonna win. So I'm actually gonna do that right now. Do not. This is bronze. Do not shoot if I can harm myself. So I'm gonna want a minimum distance. What distance am I using for now? I'm using Manhattan distance. Oh, 14. But he lost all the time. That's not. Manhattan distance. No, so I'm gonna want the other one. The infinite distance. Does it have a better name? Like Chebychev or I'll call it dist 8. So what am I gonna use? What's wrong here? Max? Yeah. And yeah, of course. 16. Oh, this could actually pass if I left it for the night. Not patient enough. So yeah, torpedo action. I'm also not gonna want to shoot it anywhere too close to myself for now. So have an interesting torpedo destination is not gonna be just the furthest away, but I am gonna filter the damage cover for those that are at least at the state of 2. So let's do this here. So I am taking the list, but I'm not going to filter it. And it's not my pass, it's my new pass. This is actually a bug here. My torpedoing is currently always going to be after, so it's my new pass here. My torpedoing is currently always going to be after moving. That was a bug. Maybe I could actually not change this yet because I'm fixing a bug. Hmm. No, beat the boss on first try. That's encouraging. Got him. Yeah, that was a better watch. Ooh, 2 wins in a row. Okay, I'm submitting. So to summarize, the analysis of my bug was that I was computing my aimed torpedo position, not with regard to my position from where I would send the torpedo, but from the one I came from, the one I had at the beginning of the turn. In effect, what would this change? This would change at any time the opponent is rather in the back. I'd be firing out of range and probably have my torpedo action cancelled. It's a good thing I always move because this would also result in surfacing and losing life way faster. This is so very slow. So did PV4 just send me a game from out of league? Cheater. Yeah. Yeah, he knows I know. It's really frustrating to have no idea where in the rankings I am and if I should keep working on it or just watch it pass. Didn't I see that game already? This is so slow. Do I need a refresh again? Well, okay, that's kind of getting higher, but it's gonna be high enough. 19, yeah, same range as usual. 28. That's really not gonna be enough. Who are you? Stop right there. So where did I lose my life in this one? That's like, yeah, I literally shot myself. Torpedo 2-5. That is very stupid. How is that the best you can do? How can you even think he's there? Yeah, well, he silences all the time, so he could. But yeah, that's not certain enough. So yeah, indeed, I'm doing it. I'm putting the, yeah, rank 11 or whatever. I am certainly putting this. Can I have that match back, and is it replayable? That's exactly the one I want to guard against. So somewhere around here. It's not the same game. So that was him shooting me. Yeah, that's not the one I was looking at. Oh, I'm beating the boss. That's good news. Well, maybe I can just not change anything then. Even if this is an obvious setback, I'm gonna have to remove 11th. Okay, we'll keep at it. Molasses. Yeah, I think that's the one. Here, that's the one. And now I win. Come on. Did I change the code here? No. I have no idea. Is it just not reproducible? Do it again. Okay, stuck at 26. I think it's complete here. Well, let's put this on. Do it once or twice against the boss. I said the boss, not him. Yeah. Oh, because same conditions. Okay. I didn't know. It's a win. Let's do it again. It's a win again. It's yet another win. Well, let's submit. So this one is just preventing suicide. Well, not torpedoing myself because the opponent is doing his job already. That's not a great start, but it'll do. Yeah, well, I think this passes. I believe in it. We'll be get diffing in advance. Because this one actually changes way too much. So the three major changes, let's prepare it here, are actual better move tactics. Use the floodfill heuristic here. Let's change one. Bring me back to the top here. Now, what else did I change? I improved the knowledge management with the, yeah, that one's completely different. So, well, it's already done. This one's still running, but this one is done. I'm integrating open torpedo to his cover, well, their cover. That's the second one. And the changes to whether or not do I want a torpedo. So I'm limiting it to where I had two changes here. Where's my magic constant? Oh, right here under my nose. So limit torpedoing to no self-harm. This will be updated, but for now, nope. And to when known, well, put on cover. Less than 40 cells, which is still quite a lot. What was my computation here? What's that? Oh, I lost. Yeah, that's not exactly. That's exactly the, well, almost the torpedoing area. I should really bring it lower than that, like say 20. If only I could know what's my actual ranking. What a pain. 18. Oh, 18. Okay. Well, let's restrict that again to 20. Still a win. Still a win. Still a win. Still a win. Let's submit. Ouch. Bad start. Mines. Haven't seen those in some time. No, because they surface. Yeah. Okay. But most of it was balanced. Okay, let's see this one to the end, and that'll be the end of the stream because I'm really yawning all the time. Ah, bad streak, not the right time. Whoa! Stop right there, Mr. Shit, that one was completely deserving. That one is a bug. And that one I have to debug absolutely. Not the one. He keeps silencing in the same place. What the fuck? That's rather bad to say the least. So he's applying a silence action. Problem here. Yeah, I got at the end. Well, indeed. Why are you not even moving? You're not supposed to silence if you're not even moving. So where does my silence action come from? So two problems here. I'm having him decide for some reason he has enough power to silence, which seems pretty unbelievable. Let's write the cooldowns, trace them. Change one, that's pretty unbelievable, and the other part. I'm observing a silence even if there was no move. Well, that's kind of not a bug since I removed it and there was no reason, so let's just check that for now. Oops, did not compile. Ranking 5, haha, never gonna be enough anyway. Oh, still going up. Did Askellus just pass or he submitted again? Oh, he passed, good for him. And I'm supposed to be stable. For some reason he's not quite there yet. So, end of match, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to look at. Cooldown to silence one? Absolutely not. Oh, actually, yeah. Except you cannot convert that because you're not moving. That's a bug. You need a move to make this one. So we can correct that to torch power is silence, and we have a move which we could write differently, but yeah, okay, let's just do it. Then it's just move action. That's not too readable, but I'm past that now. Ah, fourth. No, but it's no reason to pass. It's way too far. Hey, now it's so when let's check I don't have the same bug for torpedo. I probably do. Oh. Except torpedoing at random. Yeah, well, it can result in the same kind of bug, so it's just move action. Here we go. Let's submit without testing. Okay, go ahead. I really hope this is the last one I'm gonna watch. Because this is taking much longer than expected. This is a good start. A promising one. Beating the boss, that is good news. At fucking last. Beating the boss means reaching the boss. So what did I just change? Let's have a new session of git diffing this. Sixth, oh, getting better. So double bug could use power with not enough power. Not enough energy. Why didn't they call it energy to begin with? forth and going up. The boss is currently not too high. I'm actually very, very close to the boss. This one is really promising. And there are 3 of us that are very, very close to the boss, so this is promising for all of us. And this is very promising for everybody. This not too good. This catches up. Well, if everyone keeps beating the boss, he's independently gonna pass under all of us whether or not we beat each other. So yeah, tired, but this will pass. Well, it's about time. This is slow. Oh, am I second now? That's good, but not enough. One of them is already promoting. Well, good for him. I'm not second, I'm tied first. Well, get lost. How do I know? What's the... Didn't they used to give the... some kind of a those better than the boss will be promoted at such and such time? Yeah, still winning. The promoted one is actually the one that did the most damage to me, so I'll be glad when he's out. Well, this has all it needs to pass, just get over it. Yeah, a few more victories, well, fine, but just... Okay, first. Isn't that supposed... How many battles are there? Ooh, lots of losses in the end. But yeah, it's always among those who consistently beat the boss. Ouch. to it. Yay, another streak. This could be good again. Playing with my nerves. Okay, here we are. Well, it's about time. Yay, 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 XP, whatever, yay. Okay, well, that's the good news. I'm just gonna take a bit of time to write the commit message properly while it's still in the well, it's still kind of fresh in my memory. So we said the floodfill heuristic, yeah, that's part of it. I'm gonna remove those traces. The integration, yeah, well, it's exactly all of this. So remove traces. Well, some of them at least. Okay, much cleaner. So just one div to check I didn't put any extra spaces in bad places, but this seems okay. So now it's just a matter of so to get to silver, and let's get this from the plab. So it's a mix of move with the floodfill heuristic, level 1 we'll call it, well, depth 1. We have integration of opponent torpedoes to their cover, that's a big one. And we have the this is currently at 20 if I recall correctly. Yeah, not that I know how much it changes. And double bugfix could use power with not enough energy. Okay, well, that's some commit. And let's tag. Inside tag. There, committed, tagged. Well, thanks if anybody is still around, but I'm really going to sleep now. Have a good night.